Man, I can't believe I got on that channel. I gotta figure out better how to do that so I don't screw it up and get on there. I just like, I'm in this mind frame when if I want to mess around with going live, I just go to it. And I got a problem with that. I should probably disable the channel. Oh, there's Mike Stevens. All right, I shouldn't have too many people on this channel now. I was kind of wondering why I had so many people on that other channel. That was a mistake. I didn't want to talk. I didn't really want to talk about the case so much about the Williston stuff. So okay, yeah, yeah. Thanks for coming on to this channel. But I made a mistake with that previous I made a mistake getting on that channel. I gotta like figure something out to be able to balance out. Cause now I got 3 channels that I can go live on. I can go live on the travel one, the cop one, and now more recently the daily roamer one. But I don't make the mistake with daily roamer. All right, I make the mistake because I got 2 channels using the same name. Maybe that's the issue. I see Travis Heinze and I'm like, okay, I didn't even think about it. I was just like, okay, it says Travis Heinze, that's good enough. So what I need to do is maybe put like some words before Travis Heinze for the cop channel. Maybe like ID Travis Heinze, and then yeah, my name confuses you exactly, Jack. That's right. And it's so easy to change your channel name. You're allowed to change your channel name 3 times every 90 days. So I need to do that. I can easily update the cop channel. Maybe just ID Travis Heinze and then verse whatever, just so I don't get that confusion. Because I don't want to get on the cop channel if I don't feel like doing that. I don't want to waste people's time with that. Oh, thank you, Terry Golston, for the $5. Very generous of you. How's it going? All right. Yeah, I'm feeling okay. I just want to make sure I don't sit hunched over too much, messing around on this. But yeah, I went on a nice big walk, so I feel the energy is really to the fingertips, to the toes after that big walk, and it's just kind of letting it just work its way through, just relaxing. But yeah, I went on a nice big walk, and it was very enjoyable. I mean, I'm in Omaha, and it's pretty busy around here, but the only hard part about dealing with the activity of traffic are just the intersections. But I mean, the lights, they made it okay. So whatever. It was interesting to have a look around the south. I'm in the south part of Omaha. Night Wolf, have you had joint pains when it's cold since living in your car? Joint pains come and go. I got tennis elbow. Wait, let me test it. Yeah, squeeze my hand and then try to straighten out. Yeah, that's tight. It's still tight here. It's not absolutely so painful that I can't stand it. It's actually gotten a little bit better, I think, because I curl with my palms facing up with my kettlebell, and I just got a new 45-pound plate. And I had a 45-pound plate, but I just traded it for another one. So I paid a $44 difference to go from one 45-pound plate to another one. But this one I got is much better. Let's see. It's Spidey senses. It's like, where's Waldo? Where's Travis? Yeah, I'm in Omaha now. I've been up here for a couple of days, I think. I'm waiting on a package. I ordered some chain tensioners for my bicycle. All right, the bicycle chain tensioners. Because what I got, my chain falls off. So I got something I think hopefully it could be better, and it's to arrive tonight at 8 p.m. So I guess I'll go there tomorrow. So I'll be trying to spend a second night in this Target parking lot. I'm not sure if I'll get away with it, but last night was okay, perfectly fine. But they'll start asking questions on a second night. People always do. Taco seasoning. I should feel honored. I'm ignored on 2 of your channels. Okay, yeah, I didn't ignore you. Doug Baum, good to see you, Travis. Okay, old high school schoolmate, teammate, Doug. Oh wait, are you? I don't. Man, I get names all screwed up. Thank you. It's good to see you too, Doug. Mike Stevens, you've been looking for chain tensioners for a month. Yep. I ordered one and it's taken a couple of weeks, but it's supposed to arrive at the post office, the general delivery, and I look forward to picking it up. I stopped at the Play It Again Sports, and it's so silly. I had the tunnel vision that I wanted to just trade out my 45s, and I think I got a good deal. What I had was cutting into my hand too much, and so maybe I could get it here. I keep it on the side. I really like this, but I do have some tennis elbow. Let's see. It's supposed to be all steel. An all steel 45. So you can see it's actually comfortable. It's actually comfortable for the hands. So now I can enjoy lifting this a little bit more. Let's see. So I'll just put it behind. And it even has the Play It Again logo on it. That could be seen. Play It Again Sports. It's made in America. So much better than what I had. I love that I got a comfortable grip. Oh, man, it makes weightlifting a lot more pleasant, and I don't want to wrap it with anything. I mean, that last 45, I wrapped it with twine, try to take the pressure off from the cutting into my hands, but I don't need to. I kind of thought about wrapping the 25 kettlebell, but I don't want to do that. I enjoy this very much. Just sit here and curl away. This will probably fall. Maybe I can prevent it from falling. Let's see. Whoops. Yeah, that's not gonna hold so well. Just curling away. Sit in my car and just curl a 25. I prefer to stand, but I mean this activates the biceps too, and it helps take away the tennis elbow. Being able to curl hands up offsets the strength imbalance that's caused from my stick walking. Don Shaw, good to seeing you live, Travis. I've been following your adventures for a long time. Well, thank you for following, Don. Jake Palder, or steering wheel. Okay. Eric Farmer, Ford Focus apartment gym. Yeah, it is. I got these silly stretchy the bands, 75-pound bands, and I don't use them. I keep them. Am I still connected? All right. Let's see. I seem to have gotten kicked, or wait a second. Okay, turn this around. Okay, there we go. I don't know what, I seem the chat seems to have restarted. Okay, so all the chat messages just disappeared. Maybe if I hit the let's see, none live top chat live. Super chat. Hide all chat messages. Huh, the only thing that's showing right now is Terry Golson gives $5 and then that's it. Maybe that's what I did. Super chat. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. All right. I have an option to show only super chat, which that's the big time. That's where the big YouTubers can just focus only on super chat messages, where all you non-payers, I would never see your messages. I only see Terry Golson. How's it going? Okay, okay. All right. So the next one is live chat. All messages are visible, which that's fine. Yeah, Eric Farmer. Most homeless just hang around the corner begging for money. Yeah, please donate to my channel. Give me everything you got. I need it. Do you want me to die? I also can choose top chat. Let me just check this. Some messages such as potential spam may not be visible. Okay, top chat. Doesn't really change much. Non-paying, yeah, you're non-paying peons. Okay, I could also just get rid of chat completely. All right, interesting. All right, I accidentally hit something there, flipping around. But yeah, I was just kind of showing off curls and stuff with the 25 and 25s. It's at times it's like not heavy enough, and other times it's just right. It's just one of those things, I guess. The weight is based on how you feel. Who's peeing on who? I'm confused. Peons. So, all right. I've been changing my gym around quite a bit, and I'm basing my workout habits on walking sticks, pretty much. I'm trying to support walking sticks, the strength that I can gain from walking sticks, and the problems that walking sticks cause too. Walking sticks build very different muscles if I used to it, from any other. It's been building a different strength structure, a different structure on me than anything else I've ever done in my life. I've completely changed. I've changed a lot of my approach. I've changed my approach to fitness, because I'm trying to base it around supporting walking sticks, because I do a lot of walking. I do a lot of walking now with the stick, and the problems that have come up have been unique from anything I've ever experienced. 45 years, and I've never really pushed such a habit, such an exercise like this in this manner. Eric, don't consider Travis homeless. He has a home with his viewers. Yeah, I'm of the elements. Boom. Back in the old days, they used to in the poor. Yep. Let's see. Lucent Lackey. Have you ever heard of Diogenes? That sounds like a name. I'm not too familiar with that. But yeah, walking with walking sticks has really been an eye opener for me. I mean, I walked 2 miles to a library like it was nothing, and then I was like, a long way back, and so I decided to check out the Walmart nearby, and then I actually walked to another library. So I went on a big route. I probably put in at least 5, 6 miles, possibly 7, because I did get off track a little bit. Let's see, dog. Okay, Lucent Lackey, it says Diogenes was a dog philosopher. Okay. Yeah, I haven't really researched his background. Eric Farmer, whatever you do, Travis, do not plead guilty. Yeah. Uh, I don't. I mean, I don't know how it's going exactly. A new hearing is supposed to be coming up with this contempt of court thing, because the prosecutor demanded a hearing, And my attorney, he asked me. Well, I won't say. I'll just say what's in public. uh, my attorney also demanded a hearing. Um, so it's the prosecutor and defense are both demanding a hearing. So what's the judge going to say? We're both in agreement that we want a hearing. I kind of don't. I kind of want the judge just decide on the paperwork, on the merits of the paper, on the motions themselves. But I mean, if it works in my favor to have a verbal hearing, as long as I can do it by Zoom, because I don't want to be in that city until my trial date. Really, as long as it can be done on Zoom, fine. It's fine by me. The libraries are opening up more, so I can get electricity and internet, and and meeting rooms too, so I could maybe be in a Zoom hearing in an actual meeting room in a library. It could happen, instead of my car. Hank Chanaski, when's the last rhyme you got a dental cleaning? Yeah, these teeth haven't seen a dentist since 1999. And that black spot was, what was it? It was a poppy sheep. Travis, what did you do in the Air Force? I think you said you were in it as a cop. Yes, I was a cop in the Air Force. Mike Stevens, Hank Lowell. Alpha Koki Sr., guilty of providing a one-of-a-kind YouTube channel is the only crime I've seen. Yeah, and I continue to insult these Williston representatives as much as I can, because I go onto the Instagram for Williston, and I'll uh, I'll try to think of something to say that's funny, uh, on their whatever whatever they put out. I'll just maybe try to comment on it. Um, let's see. Lol has a smiley face. Hank Chinesky, oh man, Mike Stevens, you're gonna get life if you don't stay out of libraries. Yeah, I've been to I walked between two libraries today here, but that's the benefit of a big city, is libraries tend to you come across more libraries, and sometimes they're pretty close. That just shows how dense this area is. So you got a very dense area, and you can actually walk between libraries that are open. The biggest issue is the face mask thing. If they got a sign on the front door that says put your face mask on or whatever, I'll do that. I got my dirty face mask I put on. I try to keep it on me as much as I can, but I switch bags sometimes, and it could be forgotten in the last bag. So it's this, and some of these libraries, they insist you wear a face mask, but they have none to offer the people. So it's like, wear a face mask, but it's you gotta bring your own. Uh, and I don't know how much longer these types of organizations can keep that up when they insist you wear a face mask and and uh, and not have anything to offer you. Okay, if it's like, there's a bit of a disconnect between that agreement. Nightwolf, have you thought about upgrading to a station wagon car, at least to be able to lay a proper mattress? You could find a good thrown out mattress for free all over the U.S. What, a good thrown out mattress? No, I don't want a mattress. That's a little too soft in general. I like laying on hard things. Like I got my weeder bench. I like to lay on this weeder bench. It's not too big, you know. It's something I like to sleep on more in the hot weather, just because laying on my blankets is, it's just, there's too much heat that collects. So having this weeder bench kind of dissipates that heat a little bit. And I can't have anything too soft. Now that I'm really getting into exercise again, historically I haven't hard surface to sleep on. Let's see, Zapped and Kaboom. I saw where you posted on their Facebook. You said he looks like a frisker about a new copy who joined the force. Yeah, I continue to check the Williston police. Facebook. I checked the Williston Library Facebook, um, and I put a message on the Williston Library's Facebook, um, where they said that they're going back to normal hours. I'm like, one lady asked, because they're not doing it till June 1st. One lady asked if they could do it now. Why not just have normal hours now? Why wait till June 4? And I'm like, in my comment, I'm like, you can't go back to normal because my city prosecutor needs to prosecute me based on your COVID rules, and they need to the COVID rules need to stay in effect until my trial is over for the best interest of the prosecution. Let's see. Let's see. Hank Tunaski, get a box of clean masks and leave a few in your bag. I'm not gonna buy masks, and I guess I could steal masks. I had plenty of months and months to. I've been at a lot of places where they've offered free masks, and I just don't take them because it's so trashy to me to have to go through mask after these silly mask after mask. They're left in landfills. They're thrown all over the roadside and end up in farm fields and ponds. It's just disgusting. I stick with my mask, and if I forget it, then I'll have to pick one up off the side of the road. I'm not going to take a fresh clean mask because it feels so it's so wasteful to me. I can't believe these people who like are so big on health and stuff are completely disregarding the amount of trash that's being piled up as a result of people switch. Some people will probably you go through a new mask every day. This whole time, a new mask every day. I can't believe it. That's just not something I would get into. That I could ever agree with. Because I think of nature before I think of, I'll sacrifice myself in the best interest of nature. Mike Stevens, I've been using the Dame Filthy Mask for months. I got you beat. I've had my mask since about August of last year. So that's what September, November. It's quite a few months. Lucent Lackey, are you more concerned with encountering cops or robbers? Man, robbers? Nah, I'm more concerned about cops, if that's how you premise your question. I'm concerned about my car getting broken into. Uh, and yeah, I don't know. It's a tough question. Eric Farmer, are you going to get sick, Mike? Oh, okay. Philip Cox, I have been using the same mask from day one. Oh, yeah, we're two peas in the same pod, Philip Cox. Just stick with what the same one because it really doesn't seem to matter. Jack Palder, thank you for the $25, Jack. I didn't know you were so generous. Challenge to the rest of the viewers. Oh, he's okay. Yeah, thank you. That really helps with the gas money. See, Mike Stevens says Eric is sick. Hank Chanaski, what's worth dealing with criminal charges or wearing a stupid mask for a second? Uh, well, I don't know how many people have faced that issue directly, where it's either go to jail or put on the mask. You kind of see videos of it, but I don't see any follow through what happens afterward. You see some videos of the initial contact, cops approaching people with no masks. JS, beginning Monday, May 3rd, the Williston Community Library will resume normal operating hours. May 3rd? I thought it was June 3rd. I think oh wait, May. Why did I say June? Because it's April. Okay, yeah, next month. And they gotta wait until after wait a second. May, June. Okay, yeah. And so they gotta wait till after my criminal trial. Tell them that my city that's not in my city prosecutor's best interest to allow that to happen. Going back to normal because city prosecutors need that law to stay the same. That the library policies are their laws, and to take those laws away from these city prosecutors take some power away from them, and they won't be able to trip out on people so regularly. Eric Farmer, that's congillions of masks in the environment. Yeah, they're spread out all over on the roadsides. I've been a lot of places all over, and I just see mask after mask laying all over the place, and some of the least uh, some of the least desirable spots. Let's see. Why Travis? I love your videos. I live in Council Bluffs, Iowa. Oh yeah, okay. Iowa, is that in Iowa? Wait a sec. Okay, Nebraska and Iowa are, yeah. It's the Omaha, Nebraska border, and yeah, Council Bluffs is in Iowa. I was at the Target in Council Bluffs for a couple of one night, and yeah, I walked all around. Yeah, I'm going. I'm actually going back to Council Bluffs. I got um, something to pick up, and then I'm heading further north. Let's see. Lucent Lackey, if only a piece of paper on your face could save you from a virus. Yes, exactly. That's just a simple solution that is a little too simple to um, in in uh, in light of how immunity and virus activity work. Let's see, Mike Stevens. Masks are ridiculous. People have definitely made them ridiculous. If you see all the weird artwork on the masks and all that, the masks have become more of a masquerade of art. And that's what medicine is. The practice of medicine is an art form. All right, the study of medicine is a science. But then you try starting to practice medicine, and it turns into an art. They don't call it the medical science building at hospitals. They call it the medical arts, because medicine is the practice of medicine is an art. You use a paintbrush for your pills and try to paint a certain amount of grams that the person needs to take in or something, and you're using an art form to try to target how many pills a person should take to alleviate a complaint. Eric Farmer, okay, yes. Zach Almeracy. Can we exchange IDs? Let's all exchange IDs. That's, I mean, the premise is really great because it feels like you level the playing field by asking for IDs. I gave up my ID yesterday when I went to play it against sports. I sold my old 45 to get my new 45. I don't know if it. And whenever you sell something at, this is played against sports, but it's pretty much a pawn shop for sports equipment. And I had to show them my ID, and I'm like, I'm not gonna play the ID game with them. I want to sell my 45. I actually wanted to just get this through. I didn't want to argue with the guy, but when it comes to cops and them just coming up to me as strangers demanding my ID, that's when I get a little more offended. But I could see the end of the transaction uh, by just to sell my 45, just give them my ID and go through the process there. Let's see, Mike Stevens, lol. Let's see, Zach Elmar Racy, 24.99. Thank you for that donation. It looks like um, it looks like it's priced like a retail store for that amount. I appreciate the that it helps with supporting me and continuing various things. Goldie Cobb. I watched the Horseshoe Bend video the other day. That cop was totally out of line. That was 2016, and it's just long ago now. I get curious sometimes for a lot of these like a lot of these intense interactions, like Trevor Sanney in um in Oregon, Coquille, Oregon, and various others. It seems like a lot of times these cops just can start following my channel and 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 uh and like nitpicking every little thing I do. Like on my Twitter, and they build up over time. Like city after city, that some will periodically just sign up from or like join my channel and just watch me and look for any little thing, little mistake I can make. And when I'm facing legal challenges, like in Williston, North Dakota, suddenly that prosecutor in that city, the Taylor Olson, she's getting messages from various cops from all these past cities I've had interactions with. She's getting various messages about cops, probably from these cops, and probably some citizens too, who are reporting on me. They have somebody to talk to. They have somebody to complain to, saying, "Oh, he's done this, he's done that since the arrest, and you know the trial's coming up." They got somebody to go to that can actually bring this stuff to court. Pile on all this other, let's see, what do you call it? All these other frivolous issues that have nothing to do with the real court case. They just want to pile on all these other little offenses. Like recently on Twitter, I posted something like on my Twitter. I posted that I wanted to that I was feeling I'm feeling very on edge every day, just waiting on this court case. When I interact with people, I feel on edge, like I'm like questioning people even more. Because I feel on edge, and I've been having to just keep thinking about the legal issues and all of that. Uh, I challenge people. I don't know. I feel like I'm challenging people a little bit more on their authority because I'm waiting on my criminal trial. I don't feel like I need to. I don't feel like relaxing on this at all. This is not a relaxing period in my life, waiting on a criminal trial. So I'm a little more edgy with people. And I said that in a tweet, and then I had this picture of this very attractive woman that I posted. It's Twitter. You know, people are allowed to post nudity on Twitter, so I posted a picture of an attractive girl with a gun, and it's pretty random actually. Um, I just looked through the pictures. I saw her. I was just like, whatever, let's pick that. I didn't give it a whole lot of thought, but now I got these cop trolls talking about how it doesn't look so good for me to post that girl with my particular message on Twitter. Listen, Lecky, I'm from Missouri. Good to see you. Missouri cop give up his ID. And yeah, in a small town, uh, Savannah. Yeah, he's a deputy, which is a little different. Um, but yeah, that's pretty rare. I've had it happen about 5 times, 5 different cities, where a cop would give me ID. But this is the first time where I've really recorded. I specifically said, I will record your ID, and he still handed it to me. I recorded it. All the other times, really, I guess maybe not accounted, but they did give me something, and it was their police IDs before. I told one cop in Texas, I'm going to record your ID, as he was about to hand it to me, and then he was like, oh, okay, that's, you're not going to see my ID then. But in Missouri, he handed it to me. It really comes down to the individual. Goldie Cop cooking chicken in the parking lot was hilarious. Yeah, I have to watch that video again. See, I messed up on the the video. Like the battery died, so I had to plug it in and then get it going again. And it just I think it's broken up into segments because of the battery dying, and then I misplaced the segments, so it jumps to me announcing I have a chicken, just seemingly randomly, I think, because the cops complained about that during my the trial with the municipal judge. They said, oh, he's editing the video to make the cop look bad, but that was by accident, really, because the battery died, It was a breaking up of the segments, and I just didn't put them together properly. I guess I was in too much of a rush. Eric Farmer, you get paid crypto on Odyssey. On Odyssey, the lawyers use Odyssey. Let's see, Jeffrey Dunham. I tried his PayPal, didn't work. I joined his other channel though. Okay. PM, stay strong, Travis. Thank you. Jack Palder, crypto is good until they shut off the electricity. Exactly. Crypto really is something else. It sounds like China's controlling it quite a bit. Um, but I mean, you can't really make any artwork out of crypto. People say, yeah, you can buy your artwork, but I mean, to be able to have like real gold in your hands, gold kills bacteria. Okay, gold kills COVID. Copper kills COVID. Silver and aluminum, anything that conducts electricity. Crypto can't do that. Crypto needs gold to survive, so you can transmit it through the wires. Goldie Cobb, the Williston charge was totally BS. Yeah, I'm still going through that Williston issue. Just yesterday, my lawyer responded to the contempt of court charge by the prosecutor, and he waited to the last minute to get this thing submitted. Really had me uh, nervous, I guess. I was just getting nervous, stressed out. I was getting stressed out by the wait. Lawyers have a tendency. He's not the first who's waited to the last minute to like show up, to submit paperwork, to do whatever. I think lawyers have, it's like a tendency. They might be trained to do that, just to wait to the last minute to take care of the business. Don't be in such a rush. They may prefer like to wait till the last minute to actually have that sense of purpose, to have that to feel like they have to rush through things. That's, you know, you could be pretty productive when you only have like 5 minutes to write a motion. I only got 5 minutes. I got to do this, and it's the best way to motivate yourself is waiting till the last minute. I guess for the way the lawyers think. Bill Resptip, greeting from Flathead Lake. Flathead Lake, like the Flathead Indians in Washington? Goldie Cobb, I was born on Flathead Lake. Shout out to Kalispell, Montana. Man, Kalispell sounds familiar. I don't know if I've been there or not. I'd have to look at the map. Eric Farmer, don't invest in crypto. I'm getting rich. Oh, doesn't it go up in value when more people get in? Jack Palder, you need a good sand bath. Yeah, I can't. You can't just take any regular sand bath. I tried in Idaho, in the mountains of Idaho. They have a fine silt up around Idaho City, a fine silt, and I tried to like bathe. I put it on my skin and stuff, and it just didn't feel the same. Not like the sand on the coast, the Pacific coast in Washington, that gray sand where it's got, I think, salt or something. Only the sand on the ocean beaches feel good, feel appropriate to have a sand bath. You feel much more refreshed from ocean sand than you do from Idaho sand, and probably any other sands. There's something in that ocean sand that's really special. Probably the salt. Goldie Cobb, they wanted you out of Coke Hill, Oregon. I don't know. They seem to have. They gave me an invitation when they gave me that ticket. Um, when Sandy gave me that parking ticket, and I had to wait to challenge that, and I might have been stuck there 2 months, waiting on the ticket, to waiting to be able to hold court and try to challenge that ticket, because the first court hearing is a pleading. So I made sure to plead immediately not guilty and that I wanted a court hearing, just to reduce the wait time in Coquille. I wanted to get through with it as quick as possible. And let's see, Evan Skreek Paraham. I made it in, but I don't get notifications. Oh, yeah, and it's not just about notifications, but also I could be like posting like in advance that I intend to do a live stream. Like maybe I could have posted yesterday that that I'll do a live stream today at this time. But I never really know for sure, honestly. It's just kind of spontaneous that I do it. And for notifications, I don't know. That's short. That's very short notice as well. And they're just not reliable. Night Wolf, have you tried meditation to relax and pastime? Meditation? I do stick walking. That's my meditation. You do it long enough, you put on enough miles, and you start getting into a zone. And that's pretty cool. Um, Especially when you're in a nice, relaxed area. Then that's your meditation. Getting into, what do they call it? They call it, like, in the zone, I guess. Maybe there's another word for it. Bill Restip, Cali Spell. Okay, Cali Spell. That's how it's pronounced. Not Callispel. Eric Farmer, I'm telling you, Travis, start an Odyssey channel and you will make bank. Odyssey channel? What is this Odyssey channel? I've never heard. Is that like a YouTube competitor? Rocket Man, hi Travis. Hello, Rocket Man. Rocket Man's been very helpful with my criminal issues, with advice well, we'll just say advice. All right, I can't go into detail, but I've been able to go through. I've been able to work through uh, my legal process a little bit more efficiently thanks to the help of Rocket Man. Eric Farmer. Also, the whole economy goes down without electricity. Yep. Electricity looks like it'll be here through our lifetimes. Um, and you know, this, I'm able to broadcast from inside my car. I don't need a lot of electricity. And people that generate electricity with solar panels and wind power. It doesn't look like there's going to be major electricity shortages anytime soon, unless there's something drastic that happens. I don't know. Um, Evans Creek Brahmin 30-minute notifications would help because they will fill up the room before you see. The thing is, I think I got a surprising amount of people in my live stream for the November 31st court hearing, because I kind of notified people in advance the day before. It wasn't like anything that stood out. It was kind of, I wrote a paragraph, and then that second paragraph I said, please join the live stream. And my prosecutors saw that. They knew that I intentionally advertised that I was going to live stream the court hearing on November 31st. And I got up to what, 110 people, but it was kind of a bust anyways. That was something, that really seemed worth ever seemed worth notifying in advance for. But this type of live stream, there's really, it's just kind of in the moment type of thing. I'm just kind of putting it out there, testing this Target Wi-Fi, which is working pretty good. And I got a lot of, nobody showed up on either side of me. It's just been a real nice isolated spot I can relax. This is meditating in its own right. I walked by that Walmart. Every lane was taken with, there's cars in every lane. It is a busy Walmart. It's nice to come to Target to relax. I highly encourage people. People hate on Walmart. That's and there's certain aspects of Walmart I don't find very desirable, especially the parking lots of Walmart. They're just too popular for people to hang out, but not Target. I'd prefer. I think in Target. I mean, they sell a lot of the similar things that Walmart does that I need. Similar prices. It's pretty reasonable. In fact, I got better milk at Target. They got this nice organic milk. I'll pay a couple extra bucks for, especially when everybody donating so generously to me. I can afford a better kind of milk, slightly up. It's like a more smooth taste. Um, Eric Farmer, hence crypto is safe. Okay, that's the conclusion. Jack Palder, EMP will kill the modern world. 30-minute notification. So it's a motto. So you definitely have to go back to Williston. Yeah, I'm going back to Williston. Unfortunately, unless if I. Okay, so I moved the camera to the left too much, I think. Oh, okay. Jack Palder says Walmart is a economy sympathizer. Mike Stevens, yummy unrefrigerated milk. Well, I'm almost finished. It goes down pretty fast. I got frozen shrimp and frozen fruit right next to it, so that'll cool it down. That'll keep it cool for a little bit longer. Eric Farmer, yes, Odyssey is a YouTube alternative. It doesn't censor and pay its viewers and creators. Odyssey? How come I've never? Maybe they got. Do they have a Twitter? I should be following Odyssey's Twitters to see what kind of updates they put in. Odyssey. That's the first time I think I've heard of it. It's not well advertised, obviously, because Google's attacking Roku right now and making them compete. Let's see what. I might have saved it. All right, Jack Palder, it's over. Mike Stevens, he drinks unrefrigerated milk. I haven't really had any problems with the milk going sour, going too bad. I drink about a gallon a day. I mix it a lot with the green tea and then fruits, frozen fruits. So I go through it pretty fast. Yeah, Cracker Barrel. I stayed at a Cracker Barrel south of here for a couple of nights. That was in the great city of um, where Jesse James died. Uh, St. Joseph's, Missouri. I stayed in a Cracker Barrel there. It was near the library, so I walked over to check out the Cracker Barrel and survey and make a reconnaissance of the grounds, and decided that it looked like a good spot to park my car overnight. Yeah, Cracker Barrels are definitely an option. Targets, Cracker Barrels, Walmarts, they're not everywhere though. Odyssey.com. All right. Uh, I see it spelled in Odyssey is spelled in a particular way. So I just got to make note of that because it's not common. The common spelling Odyssey. That's something to check out. Um, in a cracker. Yeah, I slept in a Cracker Barrel. I scoped them out. A little uncomfortable, but when you're tired enough, you can fall asleep in anything. T. James, hey Travis, what's happening? Glad to see you're well. Thank you, T. James. Yep, things are going good, and I'm feeling pretty good after this long stick walk of about 6 miles, 7 miles. Stick walking on the side of the road to from one library. Stopped at one library and then went to another library. Long distances, but good workout. Real good workout. Just hitting the back of the shoulder, the triceps. That's what's most tired about on me from the stick walk, not my legs. Is I was working my upper body a lot, so it's really there's a lot of value in that. It really feels like walking is a workout now with the sticks, and people really pay attention to me. Um, I notice a lot of eyes when they see me walking with sticks. I have never seen anybody walk with sticks, honestly. So I think I probably look like kind of a weirdo walking around in the city with sticks. It's unique, but there's a lot of value to it. Stephen McCulby, that is so true. Rocketman, Jeff Williams has fun, educational, and information-filled YouTube channel on gold prospecting. I occasionally like to watch. Yeah, gold. I is it's interesting to go to the places that gold is extracted from and see. Like you get an idea of what the area looks like. You get a feel of it, um, and and um, and they got signs. You can read the educational signs about it. Gold is the gold in the Black Hills is found in the quartz. There's a picture of a big chunk of quartz, little gold flakes in there, and they have to crush it. and that was and they talked about how it was always loud all the time from the stampers beating the rocks to a dust to get at that gold. That was that way of doing it. Um, there's different ways of extracting gold. You you're just not going to be picking gold up off the ground as on a walk like in the old days, like in the California gold rush. They could just people were just walking around picking up gold nuggets. I mean, there if you maybe carried a metal detector with you, maybe there's gold in some places still just underneath the surface where you could just use a spoon to get to it. There might still be places like that, but the much smaller areas for that. Lucent Lackey, hey, I just checked out your Twitter feeds. I'm pretty, yeah, a little ripped for. Yeah, I'm playing around with just posting pictures of pretty girls. Like I like looking at the Instagram girls, the muscular CrossFit type. It inspires me. I'm like I look at these girls. I'm like, man, they're so beautiful and fit, and I'm like I shouldn't be um, in the state that I am for my physical nature. And it inspires me to work harder. I don't. I want to have bigger biceps than most girls. So, yeah, see, but yeah, I'm sharing pictures that other people. It's just you know, people sharing those pictures. It's a Twitter thing, I think. You know, it's Jack. Forget his last name. The Twitter guy. The guy who owns Twitter. He's like he'll kick people off for promoting violence, but not for promoting beauty. Let's see, Lucent Lackey. Okay, okay. Jack Polder, ask Jeff Williams is the channel. Okay, and that's Jeff Williams about the gold prospecting. Evans Creek Brahman. Let's see, Frank Shisting and Glee Coolness. Okay, these are educational channels about gold prospecting. Yeah, see, it's like those gold prospecting days are over. They're corporations behind it. I think in Lead, South Dakota, there's a corporation like going back into the hole and doing some work. It might be more gold prospecting in some way, but you just as an individual, you're just not gonna get in there yourself and be very successful. It now requires a lot more sophistication and money behind it, science research, all of that. There's a lot more that goes into to being somewhat successful in gold prospecting now. And early on in the Bitcoin days, any old person could get into Bitcoin mining. I could have done it in 2008, I guess. Just I saw there's these machines that mines the cryptocurrency, the numbers, crunch the numbers and stuff. And I was renting a spare bedroom from somebody's house, and I think he probably would have found the electricity bill jacked up a little bit. That got me a little that you know that at the time it had me a little concerned. I didn't know how much electricity I would have been drawing to harvest this cryptocurrency, and I think my that might have caused some tension with my landlord because he was paying for the the electricity. I just paid a set amount for rent, 225. Cheap rent in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Cheap rent at 225 in 2008. PM Travis, with your luck walking with sticks, you will get attention from cops. Yeah. I've already had an interaction with a cop um, while holding my sticks, and it didn't go bad. The cop seemed pretty relaxed. I held both sticks in one hand, camera in the other hand, and then I approached him. Well, he was around my car anyway, and it didn't go bad. But I mean, there's likely certain cops out there that'll probably tell me to put my sticks down. All right, and then that'll start an argument just by itself. Me questioning what the issue is. I'm sure that's bound to happen. Rock. Okay, yeah, Jack Dorsey on Twitter. Yeah, Jack Dorsey seems very forgiving for like I don't know the pornography, but when it comes to violence, he takes a strong stand against it. That's fine by me. Evans Creek Brahmin. Travis's Instagram is a hoot, but he don't get it the attention it deserves. I don't really post a lot on Instagram. I don't have much to post. I like TikTok, man. I don't feel like I can ever post anything of like uh, I don't think I can compare it to what the things that people post on TikTok. It's just amazing the things I learn on TikTok from different all kinds of different people. It's just quite amazing. Let's see. Let's see, Evans. I just DM'd your wife and told her you are live, so don't end the stream until she gets here. Okay. My wife, mother. I think I know who you're talking about. Rocket Man. They say nettle tea is good for health. I've tried it. Seems to give me a minor boost. Yeah, I just I had my nettle tea yesterday, the day before. It's coming out now. I pick it, toss it in the teapot, boil it up. It's not it's there's no energy. There's no energy to get from the nettle. It's vitamins. You're realizing the benefits of vitamins. If you feel like you got an energy rush, it's because you're lacking that vitamin. All right, you got to keep on the greens. You got to boil grass every day, and whatever else you find around the grass, that's edible too. The dandelions, the alfalfa, the clover, whatever other plants you can find around the grass. But grass, you could just do grass alone and get a lot of good benefits, a lot of the vitamins, minerals from grass alone. But if you could find the other edibles around it, like you go to a farm field, you get a good variety. You can find a good variety in a farm field for the greens. Boil greens every day. The thing is, I wasn't able to boil greens every day when I was in the deserts of the Southwest. So what do you do to make up for the desert, the lack of natural nutrition out in the wilds of the Southwest desert? You kind of have to buy your nutrition, and I'm sitting on there's a bale, there's that green. Oh man, there's a green, and I got a little too much now, more than I should have gotten. Now that I'm finding grass a lot better now with the springtime, I got this whole big thing of Timothy grass, and I've been pulling so much grass just in the wild now that I don't even turn to the Timothy grass. I fill my pots up so quick 'cause I'm pulling by the handful and stuffing it in this pot. And in some places, now that the spring is in full effect, it takes less than 5 minutes. And there's some places that it could take a lot longer because I'm picking individual blades because it's so scarce. It's really something, but it's something you got to do every day. You gotta get your greens in every day. Get them vitamins. If you feel an energy rush from a green, from grass or thistle, from the very clover. If you feel an energy rush, I think like an energy rush in your head even. I think that's because you were lacking a vitamin that you're now replacing. It doesn't give you energy, but it's doing it's you're bringing in a vitamin that you were lacking for a while. Um, Eric Farmer, I've never looked at TikTok. Yeah, TikTok is amazing. I mean, I see farmers showing their skills, and yeah, there's the sexy dancers, but there's a lot of other stuff in between. Just wildlife. You learn about just all kinds of techniques. I can't think of it. I know there's something that I learned that was really interesting that I never thought of before. But I can't. It was just yesterday too. Maybe I'll think of it later. Um, let's see. Evans Creek says it's hideous. Click here for part two. Jack Polder, eat dirt. The grasses seem to like it. Yeah. Oh, go straight to the. Why not just lay it naked in the sun? Okay, there you go. Why skip the plants and just go straight to the sun, and every so often maybe splatter water on you. Hank Chinaski, horse food. Yeah, that's what the horse oats were considered just horse food to the refined British. That's why the Scottish were eating horse food to the British and is looked down upon. Loose and Lackey. My food eats grass. Yeah, I don't really eat rabbits. I don't really. They move so fast, but I really don't see a lot of rabbits, but I do see them around here. Um, so I can't trap rabbits. That's kind of illegal, and especially even shooting rabbits. I visit the cities a lot, so you can't really hunt them. Stephen McCabe, do you smoke weed? It's very good for you. I don't take anything into my lungs like that. No, it's. I see there's quite a few people who still do the vaping, and there's a lot of vape stores, CBD vape stores, um, kratom. There's people who are making a living off of just selling CBD, kratom, and vaping supplies. But out of those three, CBD I think far outweighs the other two. Out of the three, CBD I believe is the most profitable because there's some people who can even make so much money uh, from CBD that they can just set up a CBD store in a mall. They can afford the rent in a mall just to sell CBD because it's just that profitable. And it seems like such a new thing to me. I think there might need to be some regulation with it. Stephen McCabe, oh yeah, Rocket Man. There's possibly an immune system stimulating effect from Nettle. Well, yeah, there's talk about like it reduces your allergies or something. You don't get as allergic to stuff, but I wouldn't entirely rely on Nettle. There's people who swear that you should just have Nettle alone, and that's their choice. But if you can't find Nettle, you got to consider other alternatives too. I've been finding quite a bit of Nettle in the areas I've visited, so I'll pick the Nettle, pick the leaves, um, but I'll throw grass in there too. I mean, it's Nettle isn't. I wouldn't. Well, it depends on where it's at. I mean, maybe you could fill up a pot of Nettle. All right, pack a pot tight full of Nettle, boil it, and just have that. It's not a bad tasting leaf. All right, like if you just did it cleavers aren't the best tasting. But Nettle's a very neutral taste. Put a little milk in there. Maybe put some spices, star anise, or if you want on a hot day, put some coffee grounds right in the pot and boil it all up with the. It is fine by itself, but it's nettle doesn't grow as prolific as grass. Grass is so common, and it's nutritious and fine. I would just I would just take whatever I can I could almost take whatever I can find as long as I know it's edible. It's very rare I'll come across. I mean, I'm very familiar with where I'm at. I'm in Omaha, Nebraska, and all the vegetation is very similar to Wisconsin at this point. I'm far enough east and far enough north where nothing is really. Okay, there's one plant that's a mystery. I got to look into more, but everything seems so similar to Wisconsin. I've gotten really familiar with the Wisconsin herbs. CBD is a miracle medicine. CBD is an extract of something. I don't understand it, but it's supposed to be a painkiller. I say enjoy the pain. I mean, I got this tennis elbow, and I'm not gonna take painkillers for it. I want to know when things hurt. I don't want to just fight the pain through taking drugs. Zapton kaboom! The government stopped the shipping of nicotine-containing products. I'm not familiar with that news story. Um, Mike Stevens, have you heard of tea bags? Who wants tea bags? I gotta open up tea bags to be able to pour the contents into my teapot. So I couldn't boil tea bags of anything in this because I got the French press, so I don't need to do that. I open up tea bags, and I'm forced sometimes when I want to have the peppermint. I gotta buy the tea bags, the peppermint and the tea bags at Walmart. So I'm sitting here cutting open the tea bags and tossing the contents in the pot. Let's see, Loose and Lackey. Any plans to travel through eastern Missouri? The drive along the Mississippi, St. Louis and Hannibal is legit. Yeah, I'm when I go to Williston, I don't know. I think from Williston I'm just gonna um I don't even know how long I'll be in Williston. It's hard to say. It looks like any further east travel is on hiatus for me. I'm heading in a westerly northern pattern. This Williston trial is really derailing my exploration. I'm going through cities that I've been through, but I guess I haven't seen everything in the city. So I guess whatever is it's a it's just yeah, it's just all a part of travel. It'll be a while before I see the eastern part of Missouri. I'm curious. I want to really get to the East Coast, but it it's on hold right now. Eric Farmer, corn-fed boys up there. Corn-fed, yeah. The corn, the hominy, the grits. The corn's pretty decent. Rocket Man, is CBD what was the active substance for the movie Lorenzo's Oil? CBD? Yeah, I'm not familiar with that movie. Jeffrey Dixon, kratom better for pain. Kratom for pain? I'm not sure about that. People seem to praise how it takes them up from reality. Tomfoolery. Wait till you have a bad hip. You will want pain meds. Yeah, well, my hip's gone bad a few times, but I mean, walking sticks really help for getting through a bad hip moment. Um, my hip problems have been from strength imbalances, and you just you gotta it takes some time to figure out what that strength imbalance is. But if you could figure out what you need to do more of and less of, then you can fix it. Unless you're talking like a traumatic, like a car accident, hip injury, then that's more difficult to deal with. Eric Farmer, some people swear CBD is the only thing that helps. Yeah, there's a big business in CBD. Almost every city I've visited, there's exclusively CBD stores. It's amazing. Hank Chinaski, you should check out Kensington Ave, North Philadelphia, dude. It's rad. All right. Yeah, the east side. I don't even know if I've been to Philadelphia. Philadelphia, man. I if it's too far in the inner part of the city, I might be too scared to go. That from the news reports I see and hear and all that come from that city, I'll take little baby steps around Philadelphia to learn where the bad parts are. Let's see, Jack Palder, time in Williston equal 364 days. T- um, uh, it's a question. Let's see, tomfoolery, just arthritis in the hip. Okay. Ar- um, yeah, at 45, I guess I could get arthritis, but I just my biggest problem is my tennis elbow right now, and I really believe it's a strength imbalance. I'm not going to give it rest. I don't believe it needs rest. I think it needs the strength imbalance worked through. I mean that's as far as I understand joint pains right now. Mostly they've come and gone. Let's see. Eric Farmer, I give my dog CBD. Okay. Stephen McCobie coming back to Boise, Idaho. Yeah, I don't know. Like the Boise sound seems like it's gone through a major change in appearance. Like they were doing a lot of construction when I was in Boise in 2016. So give it some time, let enough time pass, and it may feel like a very different city. But I don't have any plans to go back. Deb, is CBD addictive? Yeah, is it? I mean, you rub it on your sore parts, the sore parts of your body. I'm not sure if that's addictive. I don't know. I'm not sure if anything you rub on your body is can be addictive. But maybe there's CBD in a uh, edible form. I'm not sure. Okay. Let's see. So Eric Farmer, CBD is not addictive. It doesn't make you high. Okay. It's so popular. It's big business selling CBD. That it's just all over. And I don't even I never really I never really annotated, never marked when I started noticing CBD stores either. It just seems recent. I know it's within the last 10 years. I can't remember if it was in the last 5 years that I've started seeing it like in almost every city, a store, somebody supporting it, their lifestyle just on a CBD store. They could put it in a CBD store in a mall and just exclusively sell CBD. That's the state of the business today. Can you buy CBD without prescription? Yeah, I believe that you could just buy CBD anywhere without just need money. Just bring money. Um, do CBD prices vary? Is there different qualities of CBD by the brand? I never really paid attention to the brands. I just see CBD. You don't see the brands that are selling it. So it's hard. Who has the better quality CBD? It's out there a lot. So there could be some cheap knockoffs, some watered down versions. It's hard to say. Uh, like how's the competition going with CBD? Because right now it's just the three letters CBD. That's the main thing that draws people in, and um, it just people might just expect it all to be the same wherever you go, whatever brand you buy. But I'm sure there's got to be some very um, like I'm sure there's people who water it down. Uh, People who don't have the best intentions. Zept and Kaboom. Yes, I even see it in the grocery stores at checkout. Yeah, it might be sold at Walmart. Snake oil. Yeah, CBD. Loose and Lackey snake oil. CBD is the modern day snake oil. Coffin nails. Coffin nails. All right. If you are ever back in Cleburne sounds familiar. I believe I have been there. Hit me up and we can change your car oil in my driveway and you can refill your water supply. Yeah, the car oil thing is pretty easy to take care of at the Walmarts. Water supply. Yeah, I keep about 3 gallons in my car. Uh, that's about the max, and always 3 gallons. I can't let it drop below a gallon, especially in the summertime. Nomad Deluxe. Delta 8 THC is popular and derived from CBD. Delta 8 THC. So there we go. We got a derivative of CBD. It's and there's a lot to research, I'm sure, for CBD. Buy my CBD. It's a better quality than the other guys. There's going to be competition, so they gotta. And then there's just going to be people who want to get in, make a quick dollar, and get out. So they'll sell maybe uh, some some uh, some products that don't have the same quality. Smoldering sheep. Travis, have you ever thought about getting a Jackery 240 or other models? I'm not familiar with a Jackery. Uh, I don't even know what that would do. Jackery. Zapped and Kaboom. Coconut oil is good for you in small amounts. Yeah, I use coconut oil to lubricate my razor before I cut my hair. That's about all I use it for now. Eric Farmer, if people believe CBD is helping them, then maybe it is. Yeah, it's a belief thing. Just like with acupuncture, I can't believe are people who say that acupuncture is a belief thing. Is I don't believe they've ever tried it. Eric Farmer, snake oil. Jeffrey Dickstrom, Delta 8 gives a good buzz. All right, CBD with a buzz. Great. Uh, Rocket Man, a quick look around on web. Cannabidiol CBD is an active ingredient in cannabis derived from the hemp plant. It may help treat conditions like pain, insomnia, and anxiety. I'll tell you what it treats anxiety is grass tea. You just boil some grass, drink that liquid, that reduces anxiety. That's good stuff. CBD though, that's an extract, and they might extract it. They might use a chemical extract like a solvent of um, some kind of an alcohol or something. If you can't extract it with water, then you probably shouldn't consume it. Let's see. Camper Van 73. Get an Engel fridge. It will plug in your cigarette lighter. Yeah, I can't really draw in anything. I don't know if maybe I could turn this around. I suppose. See this little car lighter thing? I unplugged this. I keep this in, but this thing is disconnected anyway. I don't mess around with my car lighter. I was for a short time drawing USB electricity for my computer stuff, but that really strained the battery. I think I noticed a strain on the battery, and I don't want to do that. There's just enough juice in the battery for the. I just want to only focus the juice for the car activities, direct travel activities. Not no entertainment, no nothing else. I got frozen shrimp. I got frozen fruits. I think I might be buying a lot of frozen fruits for the summertime. Jack Pulder, Baron Bacon, get me through most air and bacon. All right. Eric Farmer, you can extract it with water. CBD, yeah, it may not be as good a quality CBD extraction with water, but it feels like the more natural thing to do rather than turning to alcohol solvents. Water solvent is the healthiest solvent for consumption. That's why I could try to boil my grass in alcohol. Um, that the alcohol may extract even more qualities from the plants, but that's not very natural to me. I'll stick with water. I feel better from it. It's enough, I think. Coffin Nails 1974. CBD might reduce anxiety, but I've found that when you don't have it, the anxiety is worse. Yeah, you got to have a variety of things. But for me, I think grass is number one, and then whatever else. Just getting vegetation in your diet is can be pretty helpful. Rocket Man, carbon dioxide. Loose and Lucky water is a universal solvent. It is a universal solvent. Yes. And then heating up that water on top of that. That's the combination of boiling water, boiling just heat and water um, is a good enough solvent for consumption. Cooking food, that's your consumption. Eric Farmer, ice water releases the trichomes from the weed. Trichomes. Okay. Yeah, I know there's they extract alcohol with the ice with a freezing technique. I guess there's ice house beer or something, but I I'd have to know more details on how that works. I like this. It's very simple with extracting nutrients from grass. Well, this is my nettle. I gotta toss this stuff. Then you just simply throw water in there and boil it, and then drink the liquid. and you get your nutrition from it. It's a simple process. It's just all a matter of the bigger challenge is actually finding these plants. Deb, I like it when you take your walks in the woods. I do that in the mountains near me. Yeah, uh, mountains you get a lot of inclines and declines to 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 work through. That's because a lot of the steepness and all that going up and down is one of the biggest challenges of walking. Straight flat ground is it doesn't normally feel like exercise, but with the sticks it kind of does. Feel like I'm swimming on the ground. But then you get the extra challenge of nice hills and stuff, and that really is really nice. Yeah, Dub, everything is up. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to have a good hill to be able to exercise on, to change the level of walking. Um, let's see. Walking is the biggest challenge of walking. Jack Palder. Okay. Yeah, I really don't have anything else to talk about. I guess I was just playing around with this Wi-Fi. Let's see. And of course, I wanted to take up the time of my prosecutors, investigators, by doing this, for the hope that maybe I'd talk about something that would uh, make that they could use against me. I like that. I like that. I like to think in the back of my head, that I'm wasting their time watching me, po- and the hope that maybe I'll say something that they can use against me. So there's always that. But yeah, besides that, I went on a long walk, uh, and yeah, I kind of want to surf the internet a little bit after this. They see, yeah, do they? You think so, Jack? That's maybe it's just they spend enough time getting to know me, they start to like me. That's what I hope. I could change all the cops' minds in Williston. If whoever's assigned to watch me, I got maybe a babysitter or so, a social media babysitter. Uh, maybe over time I could help them see my view on things, and maybe change their opinions about me to be more favorable. Lucent Lackey, travel safe, Travis. You are a legend. Keep fighting for all our rights. Yeah, I don't really like pick people and try to like help them directly, like Eric Brandt. Spend the time to learn his case and all that. I just, whenever a situation comes up for me, I fight to the full extent and share every step of it, every step of the way. I try to do that. My thoughts, share my thoughts, my feelings about the issues and all that. Because I mean, there's people that can fall into a similar problem. Maybe they can try to compare their situation to mine, and then use certain techniques. Uh, um, yeah, I just I'm not really picking people to help. I got my own problems, I guess. Jeffrey Dickstrom, hi prosecutors, it's shameful what you were doing to Travis. Thank you, Jeffrey. Zaptim Kaboom, no need to call the cops when T. Heinze is live streaming. Yep, no need at all. Uh, and I think maybe if I stay here tonight, I might get some kind of interaction. I'm a little nervous about it, but I just need one more night, because I'm waiting on this package. It's supposed to be at the location by tonight, so I can go tomorrow. I'm just wasting time, just waiting on this package. I went on a big walk, and I really don't want to explore anymore around the area, this immediate area. So yeah, just wasting time, I guess, just waiting for that package. So okay, yeah, I think I'm just gonna probably stop this. I just testing out the connection. Looks like it's good here, and move on from there. onto the next Wi-Fi spot.